Well, if you're hungry, we got no money. We got you covered with Masthead Munchies.
Hi guys, welcome to the 5th episode of Masthead Munchies. I'm Susana Gomez, the media editor, and today I'm going to be showing you different ways to cook plantain. First, I'll show you how to make plantain chips. So you could either make these salty or spicy, depending on what you want to add to it. And second, I'm going to be showing you how to make tostones, which is kind of like plantain chips, but it's different. I know that it's very common in Spanish countries, at least Cuba, that's all I can attest for. And it's basically a less crunchy, more texture-y kind of chip. So here we go, let's get started.
All you'll need is some plantain
And a cook. So the first thing that you want to do is, for the plantain chips, you want to grab just a really green plantain, because that's going to make the crunchiest chip. And basically you just want to cut it open. It'll be hard to take the peel off just because when they're green it sticks a lot. But basically what you want to do now is cut it into thin slices, and as thin as you can, otherwise it won't be very crunchy. So we're going to move over to the stove now. The first thing that you want to do is just turn on, you want to turn on the stove, and then you're going to want to add a little bit of oil, because obviously we're frying the plantains. And just make sure that you put a nice amount. You want them to be covered, and then you're just going to wait for the oil to sizzle a little bit. You'll see it bubble up a bit, and that's when you know you can throw them in. And when you see the oil kind of bubbling up, you're going to grab a handful and just dip them in. Be really, really careful when you're putting them in. You can't throw them. Get as close as possible to the oil as you can. Otherwise, it's going to jump up and stick to your skin, and it burns, trust me. Yeah, we're just going to let it sit. And while that's happening, you may want to bring another plate. Because this is so heavy on oil, you definitely want to have some sort of paper towel or tissue to catch some of the excess oil. So I'm going to get that ready so that when we bring it out, it's already there. You'll see some of them are going to start turning sort of golden. That's when you know when they're ready. Both sides should be like that before you take them out. Obviously you can't control every single one of them, but you don't really want to end up with some burnt ones because you were waiting for the other ones to get out. So start taking them out right away. That is pretty much it. You have your fried plantain chips. Now, you can add salt and make them the salty chips, or you could add some sort of spice flakes, and then that'll just make them spicy. It's up to you. I like them salty, so that's what I'm gonna add. Now for the tostones, you want to go with a plantain that's not as green. You don't want it to be completely ripe, otherwise they won't be crispy either. But you don't want it to be so green that then you can't push it together. You'll see what I mean when we go over to the stove. So you do the same thing, just clean up the plantain, get rid of the peel. The only difference between tostones and chips is that you're going to want to cut not into thin slices. You're actually going to want to cut into about 2 inches width. You just want to throw them in the oil.
and then just flip them. Don't worry about the sides. We'll deal with those later.
And that's it. When that's ready, all you want to do is take them on out. And then that's it. Here comes the fun part. You're now going to take a paper towel. I like to fold it a lot because I don't like burning myself or getting greased up. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to take them, you're going to hold it, and then you're just going to want to press it together. Don't burn your hands. That's it. That's a tostone. And then just keep doing that. Grab them. Now all you're going to do is just throw them back. You want to fry them a little bit again, just because the inside's popped out and that's not really as well cooked. You literally just want to let them sit for a couple of seconds. You don't want it to fry a lot. And again, Spanish people really like their salt, so you're gonna wanna sprinkle some salt on top. And that's it, guys. Now you just need some friends to join you and enjoy. See you next week.
Masthead Munchies.